In Greenville tonight, a candlelight vigil held in honor of the 3 lives lost in Charlottesville. The event was held at the town common and attended by hundreds of people. WNCT's Brandon Truitt was at that emotional event. He joins us now with more. Brandon.
Ken, after a weekend full of controversial events in Virginia, many throughout Greenville took their time to pay their respects. It was a vigil full of inspiration, peace, and music.
In the 60s, I sang that song way back then for the same reason.
Tuesday's vigil brought in people from all walks of life, young and old, black and white, and a woman by the name of Nancy Bray.
You know, I lived in Baltimore at the time. I was there when Martin Luther King was assassinated and the whole city went up in smoke. We sang that song to try to unify people.
The emotion and feeling behind the night took her to an earlier time.
I still have goosebumps I do. Yeah. Because it brought me back. And why haven't we progressed beyond what happened in Charlottesville?
Bray thought for a moment progress was being made.
I feel like it did. And then when I turned the TV on and saw Charlottesville, I thought, hasn't changed a whole lot.
It's a scene right out of the 60s.
Yeah. Well, when Baltimore went up in flames.
Yoshi Newman feels the events in Charlottesville reflect the status of society.
We've had this seething underbelly in our culture, and it's not new. This has been going on for a long, long time.
But Newman says there's no one person to blame.
There's been a window now, because of national politics, where these really violent, destructive groups, and we've got to call them out, call them for what they are.
For both women, the vigil is full of reflective and teaching moments.
This is something we need to follow up on, so this can't be just we come together tonight and it's meaningful, but we have to also develop steps to move forward.
Both women say anyone shouldn't place blame on one specific person for what happened, but a focus should be placed on people talking and listening to one another. Brandon Truitt, 9 on your side.
Brandon, thanks.